Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Tuesday, believe it or not. It is the 31st, the last day of the month, the last day of the quarter of March, and this is your daily recap. I'm going to put that out there for free for everybody. So it's been a really interesting day here in the markets. And, if you take this back and you go to the overnight session, it was a very, very choppy overnight session. And you look from yesterday's close, and we kind of chopped around. We were up, we went red, we rallied, we sold off, we popped back up to both just a little flat. We sold off on the open, then rallied hard, went sideways for a few hours, then rolled over. And here we are with about a half hour to go, putting the low of the day in on a quick flush where volume for the first time came in here. And that's one thing I'll tell you, it's been a very light volume day. One of the things I'll also tell you is this here kind of created a trapdoor effect. If you're not sure what a trapdoor is, you can kind of see it, just reverse it. If you had reversed this, if you fell into it, right, you're trapped. So all the longs got trapped up here in this 263 area, and we sold off, and now they're all trapped up there trying to figure out what to do here. So pointing out a couple of things today, we talked about that the market was at resistance here at the 21-day and the 38.2% retracement on the fib, which are together here right around this 264.40 area. We're not even hitting that. We're struggling to get there. We've hit the 38% on the Qs and on the Dow. The SPY is struggling. We're selling off. Volume is again low. We're at 133 million shares today with a half hour to go. Again, we've been used to doing over 200 to 300 million. You can see the volume the last couple of days has really been dropping off. Market's not really sure what it wants to do. That said, this is the point where if we cannot break through, we're likely to roll back over and either create a double bottom or a higher low or even go through it. So just be aware of that. For today, it was a very weird day in the markets, but there were things to do, and I made all my money early. And, some days you're better than others. And we talked this morning in the pre-market setups, we talked about sticking with the strong names. AMD, I made a quick couple bucks on this on a quick trade here. It came over, now it's rolled over, right? AMD was one of the stronger names, failed right at the 50-day here. Couldn't get through. We talked about Microsoft being one of the stronger names. This gave a nice trade, quick pop. Look at this again, another $5 pop before it rolled over, now lows of the day. It also failed. The poor purple line here at the 50-day at this 165 area, just missed it, couldn't quite get there. I had a nice trade on Roku. Roku gave a pop up. We talked about 94 pre-market being an area it had a hold above, couldn't, briefly pushed above and came down, now on lows of the day. And we traded CAT calls, and CAT turned out to be a great trade. Grabbed it just after it passed this 113.15 area, which I had outlined yesterday. So CAT was one of the things we talked about this morning as a possible long. And the reason we said that was because CAT was entering this gap. And that's where we put that notification there saying, hey, if it gets into that gap, we're going to want to trade it. It got in, it pushed up, it gave a nice trade on the options. Failed right at my pre-market resistance line of 116.74, but holding in well. And this was on news that Trump's looking to try to push through his infrastructure plan now at 0% interest rates. Good luck with that. Bottom line is the market gave trades today. We talked about Boeing as a short this morning. I didn't take it, but you can see it's been weak all day. And, if it gets lower here, it's got this gap still to fill down to 129. When I look at these charts, one thing that worries me is a lot of names are rolling over. Apple has been struggling here at the 21-day, can't get through. Netflix cannot break out of this area, continues to come back in. NVIDIA, AMD, all showing weakness, right? NVIDIA popped this morning, another one we talked about, one of the stronger names, now red. You got reversal candles here. And just wondering if we're going to see this lower market move. Crowd had a huge buyer in the April 57.50 calls in the money. Million plus bucks. It popped and then sold off, and now it's on the lows. So not acting well. And this is what you have to look at when nothing's working well and nothing's acting well here. It's time to chill out. You should be cleaning up your longs from this move. If you're inclined, get short and swing short here. I am flat right now. I may get some shorts here as we move forward, but bottom line is not much is holding in. You look at the banks. The banks are struggling. They couldn't even get to the 21-day. Energy is dead and out of play. Nothing going on here. You look at the VIX. The VIX actually pulled hard today all the way to 50, where it's now bouncing off of it, could not break below it. HYG, high yield corporate junk bonds, can't get through the 50-day. So bottom line is there's a lot of unknown here. We have a big non-farm payroll number on Friday. We get the weekly jobless claims on Thursday. We have a lot of economic data coming at us over the next 3 days. Bottom line is you had a couple days of window dressing and this market seems like, okay, I'm good with that. So for me, I'm more inclined to start looking for shorts now, maybe a move back to the lows, maybe a higher low. A higher low would be tradable, but maybe start making a W formation or rolling over here. With that said, I hope everybody's doing well. You and your families are safe. And I will talk to you guys all shortly. If you're not in my service, links in the description if you're interested in joining. Thank you.